This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Works temporarily stopped in the Sipcot plant in Tharwai. Villagers withdraw their protest after 6 days of hunger strike.
எங்களுக்கு சிப் கார்டு வேண்டாம், எங்க கார்டு எங்களுக்கு வேணும். அந்த கார்டு இருந்தாதான் நாங்க மக்கள் பொழைப்போம்.
It's the hush and rush for the big seats in the Tamil Nadu Assembly. Will applicants be let down with allies upping the pressure on the Dravidian parties? The city's top cop T. Rajendran answers tough questions posed by the state's top court in a contempt case. A family of 3 are driven to death after a finance company had to assist 1 person arrested, 2 more on the run. Ilayya Thalapathy Vijay deals all the right trump cards, playing Kavalan to the Indian fishermen and standing up for the Tamil cause. Good evening, you're watching the Late Night News with me, Divya. Let's take a look at the stories making national headlines. Mumbai High Court upholds death for 2611 terrorist Ajmal Kasab, says it was a diabolical crime. Prime Minister expected to make a statement on the JPC probe into the 2G scam tomorrow. Resolution and discussion from Thursday. Congress MPs embarrass the party, holding up placards of Sonia Gandhi and Telangana slogans in the parliament. And violence now spreads to the Libyan capital, Tripoli. Hundreds dead in protests against Gaddafi's 4-decade rule. Well, thousands of villagers are up in arms against what the authorities called a development project. And 6 days after the men and women of Tharwai went on a hunger strike demanding the closure of Sipcot, the collector has ordered the unit closed, but temporarily. The collector says the villagers' petition will be forwarded to the government. But even as the villagers heave a sigh of relief, the bigger question remains: what is the permanent solution? Let's in fact listen to what villagers had to say while they were protesting on the so-called project.
Because this community forest, which extends around 1,270 acres, was really nurtured by this community for the last 2,200 years. And it has been beneficial to them in many ways. First of all, it's a catchment area from where the rainwater is collected in 5 different lakes. From these 5 different lakes, they cultivate 3,500 acres of land, which is a regular income to them.
அரசாங்கமும் எங்களுக்கு உதவி பண்ணல, எங்களுக்கு செய்யல. இதுவரைக்கும் எந்த ஒரு போராட்டம் நாங்க செத்து மடிஞ்சு மழக்கமா வந்தாலும் எங்களை எதிர்பார்த்து நாங்கள் நல்ல தீர்ப்பு சொல்லுவோம்னு எந்த கவர்மெண்ட்டும் எங்களுக்கு சொல்லல. எங்களுக்கு சிப் கார்டு வேண்டாம், எங்க கார்டு எங்களுக்கு வேணும். அந்த கார்டு இருந்தாதான் நாங்க மக்கள் பொழைப்போம்.
Well, while that is the scene on the controversial land at Tharwai, in Chennai, all roads are leading to the Dravidian party's offices. While the main parties are huddled over the seat-sharing talks, there is another hectic activity underway. Calls for applications for MLA seats from party workers have gone out from both the leading parties ahead of the polls. The rush for the MLA seats in the main opposition AIADMK is increasing by the day. In 15 days, over 10,000 applications have been received at the AIADMK headquarters. Our senior correspondent Speed Mohammed has this report.
The election fever has percolated to cadre level with the call for applications. At the DMK office, applications will be accepted between February 25th and March 7th, while the AIADMK has given an extra 4 days. The application fee is 10,000 rupees and the AIADMK has already collected 10 crore rupees.
நான் மனு செய்து பணம் கட்டியுள்ளேன் தலைமைக்கு. இதுவரைக்கும் எனக்கு சீட்டு கிடைக்கல. நான் ஏற்கனவே டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் கவுன்சிலராக போன முறை அம்மாவுக்காக நான் கட்சிக்காக பாடுபட்டு அம்மா என்ன சொல்கிறாங்களோ நான் அதை கேட்டுக்கின்னு அதான் இப்போ நான் செஞ்சுக்கின்னு இருக்கேன். நான் இப்போது நான் தொகுதி செயலாளர் இருக்கேன் பெண்ணாகரத்தில். இன்றைக்கு அம்மா அறிவித்த அந்த அனைத்து கூட்டங்களும் இன்றைக்கி கிராமப்புறங்களில் தெருமுனை பிரச்சார கூட்டம் மூலமாக ஜனங்களை சென்றடைகின்ற வரையில் நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய பிரச்சாரங்களை நாங்கள் அங்கே செய்து வருகின்றோம்.
Women members of the party from different parts of the state have been applying in large numbers. Not surprising, since the AIADMK has given more opportunity for women in the past to contest in assembly polls.
சிறுகாய் தொகுதியில் போட்டியிட விரும்புகிறேன். ஏடிஎம்கேல 1996 கட்சியில் இணைந்தேன். அப்போ நகர மாளிகரணி செயலாளராகவும் நகர கவுன்சிலராகவும் இருந்தேன். மேரிட் ஆகாததுக்கு முன்னாடி. ரெண்டாவது இப்போ மேரிட் ஆன பிறகு கொள்ளிடம் ஒன்றியம் மாதுரைவேலூர் ஊராட்சி மன்ற தலைவராக பணிபுரிந்து வருகிறேன். மகளிரணி இணை செயலாளராக இருந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறேன்.
The rush may not be new to the AIADMK, but the pressure for more seats from the allies may reduce the opportunities for the AIADMK aspirants in the upcoming polls. In Chennai with Peer Mohammed, Chandi Thomas for NDTV Hindu.
And in news first on NDTV Hindu, 1 out of the 3 financiers have been arrested by the police on charges of abetment to suicide. A family of 3 committed suicide at their house in Anakapathur because they were unable to repay their loan on time and were constantly threatened and embarrassed by the financial firm. A couple well past their 50s and their daughter-in-law were believed to be driven to this extreme step because of this financial debt. The 3 were constantly threatened by the financial officer that they sought a loan from. At one point, they even allegedly molested and manhandled into producing the money. Not able to withstand the shame, the 3 left a suicide note and hung themselves. Their bodies have been moved to the Chromepet General Hospital and the post-mortem is over and the police are on the lookout for 2 more people. And still ahead on the bulletin, the tables turned in the halls of the Madras High Court today. The top cop of the Chennai was questioned. More details when we come back.